Yes, people, how we doing? Welcome back to your boys' channel. My name is Bass14, and yeah, today we are back again to discuss your favourite football club, Arsenal Football Club. Yes, right. Arsenal have drawn 0-0. I want to say lost 0-0 because it doesn't feel like a win or a point, anyways. But yeah, there's a lot to go through today. This is, of course, my series on my channel called Arsenal Twitter Reacts as we go through social media and see what the Arsenal fan base and fans across the world are saying about today's Arsenal result. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications for more live streams, more videos in general. There will be a video out tomorrow as I break this game down and find some positives. I don't know, man. I'm very depressed right now, and I think you can hear it from me. But yeah, let's get into this and let's try not to rant and try not to shout. But we'll see how that goes. Right. First things first, here we are. The quote has come up from my manager, Mikel Arteta, and he said, Mikel Arteta, I really like the personality of the team when Pepe lets the team down. His behaviour is unacceptable. Essentially, Mikel Arteta has thrown Nicolas Pepe under the bus. Simple as that. Now, you can interpret this how you want. In my personal opinion, has he said anything wrong? No, because Pepe did let the team down. But should he be saying it as a manager of the team? I'm not sure. In terms of Pepe, like, I've seen across social media a lot of fans saying, oh, this is the end of Pepe and this is the final game and he can't play for Arsenal again. Sell him in January. You know, you guys let me know what you guys think in the comments. Should Arsenal sell Nicolas Pepe? But one thing I will say is I can see from the type of player he is. Now, right or wrong, he's a confidence player. Is that the right thing? Could you pay that guy £72 million? No, but he is a confidence player. He's the type of player who you put your arm around. You don't just throw under the bus. And I'm telling you for a fact, if there was any chance of Pepe recovering from this, listening to stuff like this is going to make it even worse for him. And I have to say, look, I love Mikel Arteta and I still believe in him, you know. And I can see some fans are going to be against him. Some fans are going to say this and that and time to go and blah, blah, blah. One thing I'll say is his man management is poor. It's been poor for a while now. His man management with Guendouzi, I think, was okay at the time. Maybe that was a one-off, but it's becoming a recurring theme. How Ozil's been treating, again, poor man management. Now Nicolas Pepe, this guy's £72 million worth of talent here. You're a manager now. You need to get the best out of your players. What are you doing to get the best out of him? I can't see it myself. But then again, he doesn't help himself today. You know, I can't blame Arteta for his stupidity. Stupidity. What are you doing, my guy? Who do you think you are? You know, it's a hard game as it is. We're getting battered as it is. And you go to and choose to headbutt someone as if you're Zinedine Zidane. You're not that, man. You didn't need to do that. You know, you're not a kid anymore. You're 25 years of age now. You know, there's a pressure on you for a reason because we paid a lot of money for you. Why can't you act up to it? And it was a disgrace, man. It was a disgrace on Pepe's behalf. But then, is Arteta in his well right to say that? I'm not sure. You guys can decide in the comments. But Nicolas Pepe kind of been thrown under the bus by Mikel Arteta. Is what it is. Moving on to the next thing. And we have, again, more quotes from Mikel on Nicolas Pepe, and he has said, Arteta on Pepe, I'm telling you what I think happened inside. I cannot share with you guys. It's the way I see it. We knew the level of intensity, aggression, and how alive they are in every action. So what he's trying to say is, maybe Pepe was aggressive because, you know, he needs to be like that. But again, there is no excusing headbutting a player in the Premier League when there is VAR clearly waiting for your clock. Just chilling there. Yo, mistake will find you out then. They've got cameras every angle. What did he think was going to happen? Honestly, so jarring, so annoying as well. And again, as I said, no excuse, it is unacceptable, says Mikel Arteta. So, Mikel Arteta is fuming. If you watch his interview after the game, you can see it from his face, just his expression. He is fuming inside. But, you know, a lot of fans are fuming with his tactics, so it goes both ways. Bellerin, and whether Pepe apologised for his red card, these things stay in the dressing room. After the game, everyone has a lot of adrenaline, and these things need to wait until the week later in the week. And as I said, meanwhile in the changing room, there's a lot of fights going on. I wouldn't be surprised, you know, like this dressing room is a toxic dressing room. Let's not lie to ourselves. Yeah, it's all happy and taking selfies and, you know, posting photos when Arsenal win, but where are these men when we lose? How can we put these guys accountable? They're not there. They're always hiding behind the excuses of, well, red card, this and that. You guys were awful in the first half in the first place. We were getting battered by Leeds United, a promoted side from the Championship. We're getting battered in the first half. And if we're right in saying that, they should have taken the lead in that first half as well. We were lucky to go in a half-time at 0-0. 10 men, yeah, cool, didn't help us out. Oh, cool, well, I understand that. But overall, we didn't deserve to get anything out of the game in the first place. So let's not hide behind excuses of red cards, and let's take it as it is. We held an L for me. A draw is a draw. It looks good on paper because you get a point with 10 men. It isn't, because we're Arsenal. We're not acting like the club we should be. And that Pepe red card is just kind of another kick in the teeth, in my opinion. And Bellerin, listen, man, you were shocking today. I'll say that for a fact. Next up, you have a stat from Obinho, and he has said 7 hours now without a goal from open play in the Premier League for the Gunners. 7 hours. 7 long hours without a goal from open play. I said I still believe in Arteta. I think he's the right guy. I just think sometimes he has the wrong players around him and whatever. But still, there's no excuses for that. There's no excuses to anything. There's no process to hide behind that. That is just straight up abysmal. 7 hours. The last goal from open play was from Nicolas Pepe. And when was that? Against Sheffield United. A day before we signed Thomas Partey in October. We're now coming to the end of November. What's going on? There has to be questions now, and there has to be serious reactions as well from these players. And as I said, January can't come soon enough, because trust me when I say it, it's a massive window for Arsenal. It's even bigger than a summer window. That's how bad we are right now. And we have to see what happens there. Freddie Ljungberg, of course, was in Sky Sports today, and he was talking about Arsenal and reacting to the game. And on Pepe, he said he stops his own progress with his own behaviour. I thought this game will be very good for Pepe. Leeds play man to man. He can get isolated with the left back, and he is very good at that. And I thought he'd be the match winner today. He was not the match winner today, and he technically cost Arsenal the game today. Well, if you want to put him under the bus and think he's the scapegoat, but come on, let's ask questions now. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, where were you today? Where were you today? You know, you're the captain of Arsenal. What were you doing up front today? Where was I understand people are going to say, oh, but he doesn't get enough chances and so. You know, a lot of players that are top players, that are world-class players, can make things out of their own sometimes as well. Not every game, but it's getting to a point now where I look at every single performance so far this season, and I look at Aubameyang's better performances, and I'm looking around and I can't find any. What the Fulham game at the start of the season where he scores a goal, and that's it. Or the game against Anfield where he struggles again. I'm not trying to throw him under the bus either, but I'm just trying to say, let's hold the whole team accountable. Bellerin was poor today. Holding was poor today. In aspects, and Aubameyang was poor as well. Let's not hide the facts here. And Willock as well. I mean, I've been saying to him to start as well, but to be honest, didn't really do anything special, did he? I mean, yeah, he had a little glimpse in the first half, and he looked good in spells, but nothing enough to warrant starting week in, week out for Arsenal. A lot of these players are quite clearly underperforming, massively, for what they're getting paid as well. It's robbery. They're robbing Arsenal right now. These men are getting paid hundreds and thousands of pounds a week. To do what? To get dominated by a promoted side. Not funny, man. It isn't fun anymore, man. I'm getting tired of it. Got another one here. This is just, the stats are really killing me now, aren't they? Nicolas Pepe has now received as many red cards in the Premier League this season as he's produced goals and assists. Combined, 1. Goes to show, eh? Goes to show. Pepe is not having a good season so far. Not having a good season whatsoever. And this was meant to be the blowout year that we were meant to get the best out of this guy who's worth £72 million. And yeah, cool. Is he playing in installments? Is he playing in installments? Because we're paying for him in installments. Is he the type of thing where every time Arsenal pay an installment, we get a better version of Pepe? This isn't Pokemon. I don't want you to evolve. You're a footballer in his prime years. You're not a youngster. You're not 21 or 19. You're 25 years of age. I want to see the best of you now. That's 3 different managers now, and you're not working under either of them. Where's the excuses now, man? You've had Arteta as your manager for so long, and you're not really putting yourself in a position to be starting. You know, I keep saying to myself, why is Arteta not starting him? But maybe there's a reason why Arteta doesn't start him. Maybe because he does stupid little things like this, or isn't the most committed sometimes, is why he doesn't start him. And it's gonna be a long way back for Nicolas Pepe. It is, man. It may just be the end of his Arsenal career today. Like, it may just be, or on a positive note, he might wake up from this and he might go, listen, you know what? It's time for me to realise that I am an issue. And I need to look at myself and how can I make myself better? How can I get back to my best? Right? So it's either going to go one way or the other. We're going to have to wait and see. Moving on to the next thing. Oh man, what a joke this is, man. Eduardo with a tweet and he goes, hopefully the headbutt turns Pepe into Zidane. And when he comes back, because we desperately need that. Yo, I was just thinking to myself, who did he think you are, man? Look at that. Alioski played you so well. And I have to say, man, I know it's a bit scummy, whatever, but that's how Leeds United are going to be. I bet you Bielsa told Alioski about Pepe before the game. Just get him, push him around a little bit, nudge him up, say a few words, and he's going to headbutt you. And it's going to cost Arsenal. We could have, we cost all points today if Leeds were more lucky, hitting the post 3 or 4 times, and the ball would have gone in one time, and Arsenal fans are in even a bigger meltdown. So, listen, Nicholas, man, I just can't get over it, man. It's so bad. On a positive note, though, this is, of course, a Dr. Rajpal Brar. He's a performance. I follow him. I don't follow him. I need to follow him back. But he was saying, he's obviously like a professional doctor, and he said Xhaka got a clear to the inside of his knee thigh. He'll be fine. So he's a doctor basically, so he'll basically know if the injury that he had or the impact he had was a bad one that could be out for a while or not. And he's saying in this case it's not. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that is true, and hopefully Bukayo Saka can remain fit, because bro, I'm looking at him right now. You could arguably say he's been our best player so far this season, up there with Gabriel Magalhaes. He's outperforming Aubameyang. He's outperforming Nicolas Pepe. Definitely outperforming Willian. This guy's 19 years of age. 19 years of age. And outperforming all these experienced veterans of the game. It's a joke, man. It is a joke. I'm trying to find positives out of this. But here we go. A bit more of a joke. Right. So Piers Morgan is being active on Twitter today. He's had a fight with Mesut Ozil. We'll get onto that second. But he basically tweeted this about Mikel, and there's some stats about that are not funny at all. And it was Arsenal after 9 Premier League matches, 11th in the table, 1 win in the last 5, 7 points behind Tottenham, and no goals from open play in 7.5 hours. Not funny. And this guy put a just like, oh, is this the guy or is it not? And then Jack Wilshere, former Arsenal midfielder, decided to quote retweet it with a hands up emoji and the smiling emoji, almost saying as if, you know what, Arsenal, if you need me, I'm available. Of course, Jack Wilshere is a free agent. Do I think he's going to sign for Arsenal? No. But at this point, I'm desperate. I'm just desperate for any type of technically excellent midfielder. We don't have any right now. It's so... we've gone from a team that used to have just full of technical excellence on the ball. Keeping the ball, regaining possession, and always having options on the pitch. Never the team that was struggling to pass the ball forwards. So now we have players that are hard workers. And that's it. There is no technical excellence there. It's just work hard and you work your ass off, and that's great if you're a team that is mid-table, which we are right now, and that's great if you're a team fighting relegation. But that is not what you need if you're looking at the top teams. You look at Liverpool, people are going to say, look at their midfield. Have you seen their fullbacks? Their fullbacks are more creative than our most creative players. They basically are midfielders playing out wide, with the amount of key passes and crosses and chances they make per game. We don't have any sort of creators, and listen, man, the midfields it is a sad, sad state. And every time I look at it, I want to cry, man. It's that bad. So bad. Whilst we got expected goals, again, doesn't help us Arsenal out. This is a promoted side that has come up from the Championship. We're trying to get into the Champions League, and we're getting battered by Leeds United. Obviously, it doesn't help out with 10 men, but the first half, I think it was 1 to Arsenal 0.2. So, what's the difference, eh? We were with 11 men, we weren't good. Honestly, man, these stats are shocking. Shocking. Got a tweet from Patron, and he goes, BTW, there's generally no reason why Maitland-Niles shouldn't be starting. Bellerin today was awful. He's had some good games so far this season, and I've praised him when he's deserved the praise, but today he was awful. Constantly backing off. The man's playing football in reverse. Why? What are you doing, man? You're a professional footballer. Again, you're no longer a youngster. You're no longer 20 years of age. You're 25 years of age now. You should be in your peak years. This is meant to be the best of Hector Bellerin. He's getting worse sometimes. And it's his defensively, he's so exposed, man. Every time a player goes up against him, I'm so scared. Because I know this guy is so hard to trust upon. And listen, maybe it might be time for ASD Maitland-Niles to return into the Arsenal first team. I don't have a clue why he's been dropped. And we have 3 right backs there, by the way. So if Bellerin isn't performing, let's put Maitland-Niles in there. He's done nothing wrong, and I think he can have a better impact. Kind of get Bellerin off his knees again, and you're like, go, Hector, let's get the best out of you again. Let's see you work for yourself again, not just start week in, week out for no reason. We have to wait and see on that. Again, another really, really shocking stat, and that's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has registered his first Premier League shot on target from open play since the 4th of October against Sheffield United. It did not go in. Aubameyang's performances don't help themselves, but overall we don't help them either. It's really, really shocking, man. I'm just looking at how do we get out of this. I'm looking for solutions, like, okay, maybe Arsenal can do this, or maybe it's this, or maybe it's that. What is the solution? Because I can't see it. I can't see it. There is no solution at the moment. It's just beg and hope that we are in somewhere mid-table come January or whereabouts, and we can manage to sign a player in January and find a way to at least address some sort of creativity in the team. Some sort of creativity. Because right now, there are no answers to our issues. And that's the scariest thing. You know, sometimes you can maybe, if this guy comes from injury or he plays here, it's nothing like that. Aubameyang played down the middle today and he looked just as bad as he is out wide. So what's going on there, man? There's so many questions and so many answers that I needed. Again, another stat from Robinho, and he goes, only 3 players have created more chances for Arsenal under Mikel Arteta in the Premier League than Mesut Ozil, although the German hasn't played since March. Bro, I honestly am so confused. Why is he not on the squad? You're telling me he wouldn't be useful in games like today where, you know, you need to go off the bench or some creativity or whatever. But no, man, again. This is, by the way, this is Troops' react. I'm going to pause this for you guys so you can hear it as well. Troops is going mad today. If it wants to play, I'm going to reload you, my guy. There you go. Right, this is let me mute the Spotify for you. This is the Troops' reaction to the Saka's miss today. Go! Look at it, man. That was literally me as well, bruv. I couldn't believe when Saka missed that chance. You know, Bukayo Saka, right? If you take that chance, I'm not saying it changes the complexion of the game, and obviously we win the game, but more the fact that maybe the reaction wouldn't be as negative, and fans would not be in meltdown right now, like they kind of are on social media. And I'm seeing a lot of fans that are starting to question, you know, Mikel, and they're starting to say, maybe he's not the right guy, maybe we should have got someone else, or this and that. Honestly, this is... Oh man, this is a jarring period to be an Arsenal fan. Like, honestly, man. But Kieran Tierney, on the other hand, man was fighting. Well, not fighting, but he was having a few little stern words with Alioski. Now, after the game, whistle's been blown. Tierney's gone over, and he's kind of walked over to Alioski in a way like, kind of asking like, yo, what's going on? He kind of maybe fighting for his player. Now, one thing I don't kind of like or understand is Granit Xhaka in the situation. Now, let's look at the photo here. So what Xhaka does here, right? Is he's talking to Alioski. Of course, I think they have some sort of Albanian connection. And Tierney comes over to have a word with him. Obviously, he's not happy. Look at it, you can see it in his face. Kind of pissed off. His player has just been sent off because of that, you know. And possibly cost Arsenal 3 points. Possibly, I say. And Xhaka kind of is just nice and talking to Alioski and kind of pushes Tierney away. As if Alioski is his teammate and Tierney's the opposition. Now, this guy here, bro, come on, man. You've just basically, in my opinion, you've lost. Because, come on, you've gone to Leeds, a promoter, and you not got the win. You've been poor. And now you're backing, you know, someone from the opposition team over your teammate. This is the issue with Arsenal. It's the mentality of the club. We don't have enough players like Kieran Tierney. They want to fight for the club. They want to go, do you know what? We didn't get the result today. So I'm going to show these guys, yo, I don't feel right now. I want to go up to you and ask you what happened. You know, this is what Martin Keough and Co used to do all the time. And it used to work for us because we used to win league titles back then. We had players with the right mentality. Whereas right now, it just isn't the right thing, man. It's so awful, man. But yeah, Kieran Tierney. Bertland again on the positive. What a save this guy made, by the way. He had a great game today. You know, and the respect has to be as loud as the disrespect. My effing goalkeeper. I mean, that save there. Top corner. He looks better on this angle. Look at that. I mean, it doesn't get more top corner than that. What a save from Bert Leno, man. This guy kept us alive today, man. It could have easily been 3 or 4 if it wasn't for him in goal. Kieran Tierney again, more praise from my guy here, has now played 390 minutes in 10 days. Bloke is a machine. Tesco's finest, I call him for a reason. He is Tesco's finest indeed. Great performance from him today. Moving on. Did Arsenal get robbed today? From a penalty, apparently. Let's have a look at this. So if we look back this again. So as Aubameyang shoots, if you can see right now, his hand comes up. Now his hand's, that's not natural. This is not natural. This is natural. This is not natural. And he hits his arm clearly, watch. Bang. Did Arsenal get robbed for a penalty? Did we get, I'm not sure. This is up to you guys in the comments. Should Arsenal have gotten a penalty? Because on that angle there, that freeze frame, when a man's arms like that, and his man's dabbing, yeah? Is that natural? Is that natural? If that was vice versa, would that be given? Prefer not to speak. If I speak, I am in massive trouble. Oh man, this is so jarring. Got a bit of a positive tweet on from LT, and he goes, I trust in Arteta. Everyone says that we're not a Champions League level team. Everyone says there'll be bumps on the road, but flinch when we don't play well. Arteta has made bold changes today and was proactive in his substitutions. This squad requires major repair, and we all know this is deep down. Now, you know what? I keep seeing a lot of fans, go, Mikel can do this, Mikel can do that. But today, before the game, be honest, there was no excuses to why Arsenal couldn't win today. The players that we wanted to start basically all started, except for potentially Nelson or Saka for Willian. Apart from that, it was all how we wanted it. So it wasn't the selection was wrong today. The formation was right today as well. Maybe it's the players. And that goes deeper then. That goes down to the people that made this squad what it is. The frauds that are sitting in the board. That assembled this squad for Mikel Arteta in the first place. Which he came to, by the way. Because how many players are these in the current squad are his players? Gabriel Magalhaes. Who else is there? Willian. And a couple other players. But that's it. The rest of the players are already pre-bought for him. The squad's pre-made for him. And so is it just Arteta? Because we could easily sack him tomorrow. But then what happened to the board that has assembled this squad and spent so much money on players? Overpaid players constantly. Did they just get away with it? Like, okay, we'll just get a new manager in and we'll hope for the best and get like a new manager bounce for a couple months and fans are happy again. No, it's a roundabout that I want to go on again. This is why I'm so persistent and saying, let's stick with the right guy for now. And if things don't work out, they don't work out. But what I don't want to be on is the same old shite every single year of, it works out, it's great, we lose games, oh my god, we're the worst team in the world, blah blah blah. I don't want that anymore, man. This toxic nature that we have and we're getting is because of Arsenal. They're causing us to be like this. If you had delivered on what your promises were, we would not be like this. But it's causing this divide again in the fan base and it kills me inside because I don't want to see it, man. And it's like, people were arguing with each other again. Fans are arguing again with each other. Why are they doing that? It's because of Arsenal and the failures that we have in assembling a proper squad that can compete at the highest level. You look at Liverpool. They spent £40 million on Jota. We spent £72 million on Pepe. Whose decision was that? Because right now, who looks at a £72 million player? Jota or Pepe? Again, it's deeper than just the manager. And so when I see the manager get blamed for it, if he makes in-game decisions that are wrong, I understand. Cool. The sub was poor. The lineup was poor. I can see what you criticize him. But when things like with the squad just not being good enough, it pisses me off, man. And trust me, this issue goes a lot deeper down than just the manager or couple man on the board. It's a long way down, and a lot of things need to change if people want to see massive changes. Change the thing, change the whole thing, not just change one little compartment and go, well, that's the guy. Because wasn't Wenger meant to be the guy that if he leaves, will make a great team again? Then there was Emery. This guy's a proven winner. He's won trophies at Spain, in PSG, won the Europa League 3 times. Was a proven guy. He flopped as well. And now you've got the opposite, and an inexperienced guy who's coming. And if you get rid of him as well, who'd you go for next? It's just, oh man, I swear. DT with a tweet as well. He goes, if I'm backing my manager when he's only 10 months into the job, makes me a cheerleader, then buy me some pom-poms. So, well, as I said, your opinion's your opinion, my guy. Piers Morgan, by the way, on the other hand, has been fighting Mesut Ozil. And he goes, I must say at Mesut Ozil, I admire your nerve in trolling Arsenal fans who pay your wages given you're getting 350k a week of our money to sit on your ass and do F all. Try training as hard as you work on being a clever dick. Then the manager might pick you. Essentially, what happened before the game, if you missed out on this, was Mesut Ozil had tweeted something simple as let's go Arsenal, something like let's go, come on you Gunners. And then Piers Morgan replied with this: I wish you would, Mesut, for your sake and Arsenal's, kind of saying like, yo, get out of the club. And then Mesut replied with, Piers, was that really you? Or was your phone hacked? Listen, Mesut, I don't have time for this right now. We're not in the mood for this right now. Just shut up and say, oh man, play Fortnite or something. We ain't got time for this. I wanted you to be in the team, but it ain't gonna happen, man. I'm just bored of this whole scenario. And that's why I just think, listen, Mesut, it is time to go. Not because I want you to go because you're a really bad player, but because I just can't be asked for the same old stuff every single week. We lose a game, it's Mesut Ozil. Why is he not there? We win a game and no one cares. Same thing every week. It's repetitive. It's boring. And I'm tired of it, man. I'm so tired of it. And I think we have one final tweet here, do we? Yeah, we go. This is a long paragraph from Sesk. And it says, love the sack, the manager, lads. Arsenal lost his touch. Get him out. Emery is the wrong man. Get him out. Ljungberg is out of his depth. Get him out. Arteta's boring. Get him out. Maybe the problem is a bit deeper than changing the manager every 5 minutes. Kind of already said today. Honestly, I think a lot of you that think that the manager's job is being like someone like who plays FIFA, total control over everything that happens. Absolutely not saying that Arteta is definitely not going to be at the top level manager either. Maybe he won't be, but you don't find that out within a season. A hodgepodge squad, okay, during a pandemic off the back of being solidly mid-table side for numbers of years now. And it's true. You don't give a bloke his first managerial job and then sack him inside a year, and then when he hasn't even managed to turn Granit Xhaka into a world beater. So, strong words from Cesc, but what he's trying to say is, listen, if you're going to sack Arteta, it's not just the manager's fault. You know, certain tactic decisions you can blame him for. But what you can't blame him for is his poorly assembled squad. We spent £35 million on Granit Xhaka. Liverpool spent £30 million on Fabinho. Who's choosing that? Who's making that decision? Who's making that decision? You know? We look at Hector Bellerin coming out of academy. Look at Trent Alexander-Arnold. That's just Liverpool, for example. Look at the other teams around us. You know, Man United, Chelsea, Tottenham and co. Even they've made some better decisions. You know, they're not spending massive amount of money like Man City have. Tottenham have spent less money than Arsenal have. But if I look at our squad to their squad right now, they've got a better squad than Arsenal right now. Why is that? It's honestly so jarring, man. It's not just Tottenham, it's like Leicester. How many players have Leicester bought for all these years? Maddison and co. Where were we for these guys? How do we end up getting players that are not good enough, but then you get Leicester getting Maddison and co. and Tielemans and Under and so. Honestly, man, it's this problem is jarring. And I just want it to be over right now, and I can't be asked to talk about it, to be honest. But I'm here I am anyways, talking on YouTube like I normally do, out of my arse. So, yeah, it is what it is. It is a long time to be an Arsenal fan right now, and it's jarring, and it's boring, and it's repetitive, and it's just, can't be asked. That's how it is. This is what Arsenal do sometimes to you. You just can't be asked anymore. You don't want to watch football, don't want to talk to anyone, don't want to engage with anything. Just sit down and be quiet sometimes. It's just depressing. It is depressing. And look, football does affect my mood. It does. Watching my team play like we have played for the past few months, it depresses me. It has made me depressed. Not just watching the games, but just, oh man, like there's nothing to take out of that game. Going, okay, maybe you can do this, and maybe no, there's nothing. It's just always the negativity, always the fickle arguments, always the same old roundabout. I don't know anymore, man. I don't know anymore. 1 minute I think we're going the right way. I think, listen, we've got the manager, we've got a couple young players, we've got a couple good players that are performing. And the next minute, it's like, oh my god, we're the worst team in the world. Oh man, maybe we can't make top 4, maybe we can't make top 6, maybe not even top 8. It's constant back and forwards, and it's so jarring, man. So jarring. But, yeah. Pepe with the clown emojis. Pepe's fault, Arsenal are trash. This is not the same Arsenal 2003 and 6, I agree. Two teams that wow, such a great league. What do you mean? But yeah, lads, it is a long time right now, and I can't be asked, honestly speaking. I wanna give you some positives. I wanna be laughing right now. I wanna be talking about some good stuff. But overall, as I said, there's nothing to really talk about that is anyway positive. So yeah, guys, I can't be asked anymore. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Honestly, man. Arsenal have drawn 0-0, but honestly, man, the club is all over the place in a bit.